Do you ever have so much to do that you attempt multitasking, but it's literally impossible to multitask on things? Like, I can't talk and eat cereal at the same time. Alright, hey guys, how's it going? So today I decided to film my July favorites because it is August 1st. How on earth is it August 1st already? I literally feel like, I mean, I know like it's been like a long summer, but it does not feel like August 1st. It feels like it should be like July 1st. Like I feel like I should have a whole nother month. But I'm literally going to be back at school in a week and a half. Oh my goodness, I'm not ready for this. So today I'm filming my monthly favorites, and if I haven't mentioned this enough before, my channel is slightly doing a change, so I'm not sure of any makeup in here, like makeup related items, but there's no makeup in here because I don't think I put a drop of makeup on my face this entire month. I did a huge, and I mean huge declutter of my makeup. I got rid of probably 70% of it. And which I like attempted filming, but then it was kind of just getting annoying, so I already gave it all away. What I did get rid of so far, I'm like contemplating more, but like I don't want to just sit there going through makeup every day, so I've kind of just like given it a rest, and I'm gonna go back to it soon. So I might like make a video where I'm like, why did I get rid of certain products, or like declutter certain areas like completely, so we'll see. I don't know, but regardless, this month is a lot of, I think, like fashion and just like random stuff, so I hope you enjoy. Let's hop right into it. And yeah, my first item has to be my GoPro. I got this actually for my birthday, which is back in May, so it's kind of just been like a summer long favorite, but I like finally am like actually looking at the videos I've made. I used it when I went to Belize, I used it when I go kayaking, I used it at a couple parties with my friends, like when we're at the pool and we're like doing like flips into the pool, diving into the pool, blah blah blah, and just like fun stuff like that. So I'm finally like actually going through the videos because I feel like I've just been using it like every couple days that I haven't really been going back and looking at anything. And now going back and looking, I'm like in love with it. I mean, it's so fun to use, but like to actually see the videos, which maybe I'll put some clips in here of some of the videos that I filmed, I love it. It's so fun. The quality is amazing. It's so easy to use once you get used to it. I have the GoPro Hero. Honestly, I wish I could tell you the exact model. I don't know. My dad kind of picked it out for me based off of what he felt I would like the most, because I was just like incapable of researching that myself apparently. So I have the GoPro, I think it's the Hero 5 or maybe the one below that. It's like either the newest model or the second newest, but I do have the one with the screen on the back so you can totally see what's going on, which I love. I've used someone else's where they just have like the little cube and it's literally a button on the back, and I mean you could get used to it, but it's something that like I'd rather be able to see what I'm doing, so I love it. I have like all different attachments for it. It can go anywhere. The worst part of it is getting used to all the pieces that are involved in it for different attachments, so that takes a little bit of a learning curve, because I know I went places and when I literally got there and went, crap, I don't have the right piece to do this, so I would either not be able to use it or have to do something else and maybe wouldn't have been as easy. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I am so happy with it. Okay, so moving on to fashion items. This one is a little different, and I literally showed it. I think my boyfriend saw it and he was like, picked it up and was like, what is this? Because it doesn't really make any sense, but I think it's really fun. It's a see-through purse, which I know you can literally tell that I have money sitting in it. It's like barely $20. But I love this thing. I used it only a couple times because I haven't really gone anywhere that like required a purse. Because summers for me are a lot more just outdoorsy doing stuff, but I did use it a couple times. I used it in like a photo shoot that I did, that pictures will be up soon on my Instagram. I just had to get like some things ordered with the pictures on them, and I didn't want to post them until I was ordered, blah blah blah. So I did use this for that. I love it. It's so different. I actually got this from Kiko Cosmetics. The reason I saw it is because I saw Soph Does Nails do a review on like, I think the video was called like testing miniature makeup, and it was a collaboration with Kiko Cosmetics and someone, I don't know who, where they did like the 20th 20-year anniversary for Kiko Cosmetics, and so they did a whole line of miniature like travel cosmetics that can fit into this purse, and literally I watched the whole video and was like, I need that purse. Like, didn't pay attention to any of the cosmetics and wanted the purse. So I ran on, bought the purse. I think it was like $16 to $20, which really isn't bad at all, and it comes with like a nice gold chain, and yeah, it's just really nice. I feel like it's a little hard to open, but like that's not a bad thing because then your stuff isn't coming out. So yeah, it literally just opens like this much. Easily can fit a phone, wallet, whatever you want. I mean, it's whatever you're comfortable with being seen. So obviously like take that into consideration. But I love it. It's different. I'm really excited to use that when I go back out to school. I guess I'll continue with the fashion theme here. Next item are 2 shirts here, which you literally just saw in the background of my video, but don't tell me. I just recently, well no, I don't think it's up yet. I did these in a haul video, and I think the haul video is going up after this. So I bought these 2 shirts. This one is from Charolette Russe. It's a boxy cut, just like white semi-sheer blouse with little ruffle sleeves. I love this thing. I've worn it a ton. I'm probably going to wear it tonight because I have to go to a dinner tonight. And I love it. It is so cute, easy to wear with jeans, a skirt, like, I almost just said a dress. I guess you could wear it underneath the dress as a layer. But, yeah, I love it. I'm so excited about it. It's great. And then the second shirt that I've been wearing all month is this t-shirt from Hollister, and it says love, and I think it was on sale, and it was made for Pride Month, and where all the proceeds went to different organizations that help LGBTQ, right? LGBTQ? I don't know, I feel like that keeps growing in length. But LGBTQ community in like a lot of public schools and stuff like that, which I think is a great cause. I love the t-shirt. I've gotten so many compliments on it, and people are like, oh my god, where'd you get that? Even though it has the big Hollister burn right there. But yeah, I love this shirt. So comfy, great cause. Love it. Last 2 fashion items would be jewelry, and so I got this necklace also in the, literally all these items from the haul video, but like, I know it like sounds annoying because it's like you just got them, but like I got some of these like a while ago because the haul video was an accumulated haul, so it's whatever. So I bought this necklace, which is just a really cute, dainty little like moon. And then the other one I bought was this Mala Prayer, which is an Instagram company. Also, I talked about this in my haul video, so if you really want to hear about it, go check that out. And it's just a beaded bracelet for one of those. It's like, I mean, it's a mala, like those meditation and prayer bracelets / necklaces. So I just got a bracelet because I wear bracelets much more. And so yeah, I really love this. If you want to hear like the full in-depth explanation of it, watch the haul. I'm not explaining all of it again, so yeah, that'll be up really, really soon, I promise. Alright, so I'll do the makeup related items before I move on to like the last like miscellaneous random stuff. I finally purchased a Z palette along with like the little cup things to depot and put your thing in and then to put it in the Z palette. So I bought that to finally, I've been like looking at all of it, and I have a Z palette of ColourPop eyeshadows, and I feel like I've been like gravitating towards it more. 1, I love the shadows, and 2, I love how easy it is. Like, you can have all your shadows right there, and it's annoying to have to be like dipping in and out of different eyeshadow palettes. I know for some people it's probably fine, but for me, I've just gotten really annoyed with that. And I decluttered down to only having like maybe 4 or 5 different eyeshadow palettes in total, in addition to my ColourPop eyeshadows. And so I kind of was throwing around the idea of depotting them, putting them in a Z palette, easier for travel, much easier for that. And then plus the fact that then they're just all together and I can organize them however I want to. So I finally took the jump and did that. The only eyeshadow palette I did not depot is the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. 1, because in my opinion, I like don't dip into it enough to feel the need to depot it. Like if I go in it, I'm going in it for a specific color. And also just the pans are huge, so I'd have to buy like really big really big pans to fit that color. So I'm okay just leaving that as is because it's a really nice, sleek, clean, thin palette. So I'm okay with that because it's just 1 instead of like 5. So I have all of them in here, and the only ones that were rough to depot were the Tarteist Amazonian Clay eyeshadow palette, was because it was a much more matte and dry foundation, a much more dry like formula in comparison to the others. Like some of them were like super creamy and easy to take out, and other ones, like mostly the Tarte Amazonian Clay, were pretty difficult because they're very matte, dry formulas, and not that they're bad, but that makes depotting very difficult. Like, you can see some of, like, the little, like, this is all the tartist, I should say, so you can see it's, like, really dry, and I kind of struggled with that. Other than that, it went really smoothly. It took so much more time than I thought it would, but I'm happy I did it because now I just have these 2 eyeshadow palettes, and it makes it a lot simpler. So yeah, this was the most I could declutter my collection down to, so I now have 3 Z palettes of eyeshadows, and that's all I have, and I have a goal to not buy any more eyeshadows. Like, these are the eyeshadows I'm using them up as much as I can. I mean, maybe not all the colored ones I'll use up, but at least, like, the regular matte ones I should use up. Like, I'm planning on using them up. I'm done buying eyeshadows until I use some of these up, because I have so many. Okay, so last random items, I have 2 books that I have to recommend. One of them is like a, I'm not kidding, you have to read this, and the other one is much more of a, if this is your style, you should read this. So my first one, that is the If It's Your Style. I purchased the Love Her Wild by Atticus book. It is a book of poems. It is a beautiful mix of poetry and photography, and so that is, like, totally up my alley. I love it. I didn't even know this guy existed, honestly. I think I saw one of his Instagram ads. Here we go again with Instagram ads. I think I saw it as an Instagram ad. It was either an Instagram ad or I was looking at the Explore page on Instagram, and I follow a lot of, like, poetry and photography people, so it makes sense that that could have popped up for me. But it was advertising this book, Love Her Wild, and I mean, instantly the title, like, drew me in, and I was like, oh, that sounds really nice. And so I was looking at his page, like, reading about him, and I was like, oh my god, like, I love it. I was reading some of the, like, he, like, sneak peeks some of the poetry that's in the book, and I love it. I fell in love with it. It was on sale on Amazon. I think it still is for, like, $11. And this book is, like, 200 some pages. 225 pages, $11 for this book, and I think it is so beautiful. I've already, like, it's just one of those really calming books that's just, like, I love reading through it. Like, I've almost read through the whole thing. Not quite, I'm, like, on, like, 3/4 of the way, but, like, when I need, like, either a pick-me-up, or I just don't know what to do, or I'm kind of just feeling like, I literally pick this up and start reading, and I think it's just really beautiful how it's written. They're not complicated poems. Like, I think my boyfriend, like, watched me reading it, and, like, I flipped through the pages really fast because they're really simple poems, but there's something to love about that. Like, I love poetry, but, like, there's something to appreciate about, like, simple poems. So don't think of this as, like, you're going to be reading pages and pages and pages of, like, long paragraph poetry that's really hard to comprehend. It's really simple. A lot of it's like, it's just like a love story. That's literally all it is, and I think it's done really beautifully. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the vibe. It's so, like, minimal, like, just clean feeling. I love it. I love the mix of photography in this. And then the book that I think literally every human being needs to read, like, I'm almost debating rereading this, and then I'm probably going to gift it to someone because I'm so crazy in love with this book. It's called My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederik Backman. Yeah. And so this guy is apparently really well known for a book called A Man Called Ove. As soon as I was reading this, people were coming up to me being like, oh my god, have you read A Man Called Ove? And I was like, no, I've never even heard of this. The only reason I saw this was because I saw it in my bookstore at campus, and it looked really interesting, and I read the back, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds really cool. So he's apparently really well known for this book called A Man Called Ove, and everyone, like, loves it, so I have to read that after this, but I'm really almost debating rereading this, because this book is so well written. It's from the perspective of, I think, is she 11? I forget, she's either 7 years old or 11 years old. Either way, she's young. 7-year-old. She's 7. So, okay, through the eyes of a 7-year-old, and you're just seeing this whole world that's, like, kind of messed up, but kind of not from the eyes of a 7-year-old. Like, think of, like, suburbs / like, almost city life, and you're seeing it all through the eyes of a 7-year-old who's surrounded by just, like, a lot of things. A lot of stuff has happened to her, and she doesn't always comprehend everything that's going on, and so it's just, like, it's one of those books that when you're done reading it, you just feel like I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it just felt good. Like, it felt like a return to a childhood feeling, that feeling of, like, innocence and, like, being, like, naive. but not necessarily naive in a bad way. Like naive, like you're so much more accepting of people, you're so much more like open to things, and it just felt, it was like such a refreshing read. Like I love reading, but very few books like completely like stop me and I'm like, oh my god. Like I love a lot of books, but like very few I'm like, oh my god, I would reread this right now. This book was so good. It like, it can make you cry, it can make you laugh, it can kind of just make you like think, and I love it. I think everyone needs to read this. I'm not kidding. Like, it just returns you to that, like, childhood feeling of, like, seeing the world and not really understanding, so you're kind of trying to comprehend it for yourself, but it normally doesn't make any sense, and when you grow up, you're like, why did I think that way? That's kind of stupid. But, like, it's so good to go back to that, of not having to take everything so seriously, not having to judge so seriously. So I would absolutely hands down recommend this. I seriously might reread this and then probably pass it on to a friend. I think it'd be fun to start like a chain of like pass this on to someone who thinks you need it, and then you like leave a note in it of being like how it impacted you. Like that'd be so fun to do. Like why not? So I seriously might reread this in the past. I'm for sure passing it on at some point. But I need to like get over it because I'm so in love with this book and everything that it like made me feel. So I can't recommend this book enough. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I hope your month is going really well, / August will go well for you as well. If you're going back to school really soon, good luck, honestly. I hope that really goes well. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of figuring out if I want to post any like school-related videos. I don't really know what I would post, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. I just said like 5 times. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not makeup, but like I'm kind of happier that it's not all makeup. I like including other things, especially like books when I finally get the chance to read and stuff like that, because reading is my favorite. Why am I saying so much? So yeah, I just really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!